Hello. So today, in order to help prepare for your research, we're going to be talking about ways that you can organize your research using a few different acronyms. So I'm going to present to you a few mnemonic devices that are tools that can assist you with finding and sorting your sources for your research project. So before we get started, take a second, pause the video, and think about as many acronyms as you can. You can write them all down and then go back afterwards and count them up and see how many you were able to come up with. Awesome. But there are only 4 that we're going to go over today, and they are Rehugo, Chelps, Chores, and Go See It. So obviously acronyms, we know a lot of them, and they are super useful to help us remember things. So whichever one of these, they all cover the same information. Whichever is the most helpful, then that's what you can use to make yourself the most successful. So Rehugo stands for Reading, Entertainment, History, Universal Truths, Government, and Observations. And so you can take a second to look through all of that information, but one thing to take note of is that your own personal experiences and interactions do have a place in this. They just do need to be balanced. So I know that it can be our tendency to rely more heavily on one form than another when we're looking at our sources, but this is a good way to make sure that everything is spread out and that your research is well-rounded. And the next one is CHELPS, which is current events, history, experiences, literature, pop culture, science, and sports. So this one has a few more categories. It changed it up a little bit, and you can see that instead of observations, we have experiences. So the same general idea, just with a different word and letter in the acronym. But yeah, there are a few things that are similar, a few things that are different to take into consideration. And chores is really, really similar to the previous one. It's current events, history, own experiences, reading, entertainment, sports, and science. And a really notable part of this is that sports and science do still have the same details. They are just combined into one. So there's only one letter. If it makes it easier for you, you can add a second letter to the end of it. This is really just to help you be most successful, so you can use whatever works. And then the last one is Go See It. So we have the first 3 letters here, and it's government, observations, and economy, which the $sign, which is pronounced as an S, stands for economy, which is a clever little way of doing it. And you can see that there's a little bit more detail here. And these are expanded on a little bit more than any of the other categories. But again, you can use whatever helps you be most successful. And then the last 4 letters are environment, entertainment, international impact, and technology. And so, again, a little bit more in depth, covers a lot of the same things. So you can really just use whatever's best. But now you can either pick your favorite from the ones that I showed you, or you can create your own. Think about all of the different things that you noticed and the things that you want to consider in your research, and see if you can come up with your own acronym or several other ones that you might be able to use to help guide yourself or someone you know through a research project.